Maybe. Ah, mm, okay. Okay, I'm excited to play this. I've only heard good things about this game. So let's see how it is. Enter the mansion. The house in Fata Morgana. Okay. I don't know if it's too loud. There is a house. It sits beyond dark, dense woods. Like the world fading into view after a dream. That old mansion appears before you. Without realizing it, you instinctively accept as truth the events unfolding before you. The house lives in perpetuity, an amalgam of myriad fates and generations. No one knows first said that the mansion was cursed. Okay, nice intro. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Have mercy on me, O Father. This is too loud for me, and cast our souls into eternal damnation. Okay, can I? Fuck. I was looking down upon a corpse, my own corpse. Is there. Okay, let me just adjust the volume. I think that's fine. Okay, I think that's fine. My own corpse. I was afflicted with great despair at the sight of it being dragged to the place of my crucifixion. My soul crumbled, and I was wholly extinguished. Indeed, I did once lose everything. However, as I faded into darkness everlasting, I heard a voice calling out to me. And so I bowed once more, but no matter how long it may take, how great the obstacles that stand in my way, or what form you may assume, I shall come back for you. But I must return to that house. So I ask of you, please wait until this mutilated body arrives there once more. Okay. Your consciousness, wavering like a ship at sea, was slowly drawn back to the surface. With each new breath, feeling gradually returned to your fingers. Master, you could hear the pattering of rain from somewhere. Master, and the sound of a crackling fire. Wake up, Master. Wake up. When you came to, you were rocking back and forth in a rocking chair. The room was dimly lit. Aside from the flickering of the fireplace, there was no other illumination. No light shone through the closed windows. There was only the pitter patter of rain on the glass. It was as though the whole mansion had been enveloped in darkness. Oh, splendid. Wait. Okay. You have finally awoken. Someone called out to you. You were about to search the room, but that turned out to be unnecessary. The source of the voice was crouching beside the chair, looking up at you with emerald eyes. Oh, this is. So I'm the master, she's my maid. I thought this was the protagonist actually, since I saw her on the. What's it called? On the. Like the image of the game. Good morning, master. Good morning. What? Oh, this is a choice. Good morning. What is the matter? Are you still waking up? You seem rather drowsy. Come now, you must gather yourself. Though I am glad to hear your voice. I have simply been waiting so long for this moment, tending to the mansion all by my lonesome, ensuring it was ready for your return, whenever that time may be. When I caught sight of you through the window, my heart fluttered. The time had finally arrived. You were perplexed. This woman, who looked like a maid, seemed to know you, but you had no memory of her. What kind of herbal tea would you like to start your day with? I have some wonderful chamomile leaves if you would like. Or perhaps your tastes have changed since last we met. Tell me, master, what would you like? I beg your pardon. I allowed myself to get too excited. But I hope you will be sympathetic, master. I am just utterly elated that I could see you again. The woman appeared to be genuinely delighted that you had awoken, but she seemed to lack the energy typical of her age. Or perhaps life was a more appropriate word than energy. Is she supposed to be like young? I can't really tell. But the gloom extended beyond the maid. It seemed to encompass the entire mansion. The plaster walls, illuminated by the fireplace, and the rose engravings in the ebony pillars felt vaguely familiar, but a crushing sense of claustrophobia overpowered that familiarity. It seemed as though the house wasn't interested in accepting you just yet. Oh my, you do not know who I am? Do you not know who you are either? That is quite the predicament. If you cannot remember who you are, then who am I to serve? You tell me. The woman's face was pale, almost as though she. A faint chill ran down your spine. You are the master of this house. though it would seem you have no memories of such. Quite the dilemma. If you know not who you are, then you are no different than a stranger to me, no? Indeed, you have returned. But from where? That I cannot say. And how about this? I am a servant of this mansion, and as such, I am familiar with the many incidents that have taken place here. I shall show you the history of this house, master. That will surely allow you to recall who you are. The freshly awakened gears in your head began to turn as you mulled things over. The maid had called you the master of this house, but without a single mirror in the room, you had no way of seeing what you looked like. Unable to decide, you reflexively nodded. Let us be off then, and fear not. I merely entreat you not to let go of my hand. Should you hold it tightly, you need not worry about being washed away by the waves of history. Okay? No matter what happens, you mustn't let go of my hand. It's a cursed mansion. How long was I gone? Your hand in hers, you followed the maid's lead through the hall. The air within the mansion was oppressive, as though a black miasma hovered within. The house was bleak and barren, hardly a trace of color to be found. You came across an open window. And what is this hard? It's hard to tell what is going on. Beyond it lay nothing but darkness. Neither sunlight nor moonlight could be seen. There were no chirping birds, no rustling grass, no signs of life at all. Everything that would normally give color to the world had vanished entirely. The only other presence was that of the maid. Following her lead, you proceeded through the mansion. After some time, you arrived at a double door, the glass within shattered. The door, once pure white, had long since faded into a dull gray. It appeared to lead to the back garden. You could hear children laughing on the other side. Also, there is people in here. Though it is in the state you now see it, a beautiful, beautiful garden once lay beyond these doors. The owner of the time enjoyed gathering rare species of rose from all across the world. At its grandest, it seemed every flower was in constant competition for the most majestic bloom. Would you like to see this wonderful era of splendor and prosperity? Okay. I very much hope it is to your liking, master. The maid opened the doors to the back garden. A sudden gust of wind brushed across your face, forcing you to close your eyes as you followed the maid out the doors. When you next opened your eyes, the world was no longer blanketed in shadows. The first door, okay, 1603. Are we traveling? You can save a lot of brand, change the game settings there. Bottom right corner. Oh, there it is. Config, save, load. Sure, I'll save. Rose Manor in slot one. Sure, back. I hate these stories where you're supposed to be the master, but like the maid or I don't know, the butler knows more than you do, and they act so mysterious all the time and never tell you anything. Okay. The mansion had an alluring air of beauty about it in that era. It was almost like something out of a fairy tale. Are we traveling in time? The spirit of history could perhaps be described as a symphony of destruction, as cumbersome principles of old came crashing down. Freed from the day to day oppression of these antiquated precepts, the people seemed to hark back to the more poetic, expressive ways of old. They took these newly blossoming emotions in hand, and with them they wrote literature, painted portraits, composed theater, and found love. Even the church, which had maintained an authority throughout the Middle Ages, embraced the changing times, adopting the culture's flowering sense of aesthetic. War would break out not 20 years from them, plucking the ripened era from the tree of history that is of no concern to us now. At the time, it was still what people referred to as the Golden Age, a period of furor for all who were there. Nice flashbang. Now, let us take a slight detour. No, we will not be changing locations. It is a tale about the mansion from beginning to end. Who is talking to us right now? The maid? Or is it just narrator? We will, however, be moving through time. Okay. Say about 8 years into the past. Okay. Very wealthy family lived in the house then. The mother and father, brother and sister all had distinctive, beautiful flaxen hair. I was always enamored by their hair. By contrast, mine is the color of a wet crow. Okay, so it is the maid talking. See, there I am, standing around, looking rather a fool. I was happy back then. What reason did I have not to be afforded the opportunity to attend such a beautiful home? So I poured my heart into serving that family. Listen closely, if you would. That soft, bleating sound that could only be a young girl singing. Can you hear it? The girl you see, cheerfully picking crimson roses and singing like a songbird, was called Nellie. Though young, she sang with elegance. Nellie was deeply fond of the house's garden, and she would often spend her afternoons there. Gorgeous roses, gathered from all across the world, bloomed in the garden. They were given the utmost care and even had their thorns removed, so young Nellie would not hurt herself naturally. The light brown haired girl carefully plucked petals from the roses, gathering them up as she sang. Her voice was like music played by fairies. Nay, the sight of her was like an angel descended from heaven. Oh dear, please don't look at me like that. I admit I was being rather fanciful. But what is a woman if not fanciful? Okay. Did they mention what year we are in right now? I like the present. Little bird, singing night and day. For your little birdie heart, sing your woes away. Pretty flowers all around the little birds. And even when the sun comes up. Um, oh dear smell. I've forgotten what comes next. Are you listening? Mel. Me. Oh, there are the roses. What is this, his brother? Mel and Nellie. Nellie was, as a matter of fact, not the only visitor to the rose garden that day. She always came with her older brother, Mel. The young siblings were inseparable. Mel adored his little sister, who in turn pined for his attention. The sight of the two innocent children cuddling together, not yet shackled by fear for the future, was truly heartwarming. That day, Mel was sitting in the shade of a tree reading a book. As I am sure you are aware, in their time, books could not yet be mass produced. What he was reading had been copied by a scribe. I presume he had borrowed it from the church. The book, having passed through many hands over many years, was visibly worn, but I suppose that it speaks to its importance. It was, in fact, a Latin grammar textbook he was reading. Mel was a clever boy. He had attended church from a very young age, where a priest would instruct him in Latin grammar. So at that time, I believe he was capable of reading even advanced texts. Oh, dear Mel, please. The young girl approached her brother, who was consumed by the text. In her hands, she carried a large pile of rose petals. Though his sister's shadow overlapped with the trees, the boy still did not notice. So Nellie puffed her cheeks, thrust out her slender arms, and let the petals fall. Look, your head is covered in roses, Mel. Oh, Nellie, you got petals in the book. This isn't mine. I can't afford to let it get dirty. It's your fault, your smell. Your smell. I tried to get your attention. Besides, flowers won't get a book dirty. I must raise a white flag. When did my little lady find herself such a sharp wit? While waiting for you, dearest Mel, I waited and I waited, and you didn't so much as glance at me. I'll be an adult by the time you're done reading that book. Oh, that soon? That soon. Mother says girls grow up fast. She may be right. In that case, we should do something together before you're all grown up. Surely you won't play with me any longer when you become an adult. That's not true. I'll still play with you, even when I'm grown up. But grown ups don't play, Nelly. Fine, I'll stay a child forever then. Wait, I'm an adult and I'm playing. Maybe I'm not grown up though. Didn't you just say you were about to grow up? You're so mean, Mel. I'm sorry. Please don't pout, my little lady. How about this? Make it up to you. I'll play whatever you want today. Really? Do you mean it? Want to play make believe? Make believe? Make believe. I'll be a princess taken captive by an evil kingdom, and you, your smell, will be my valiant knight. And then you turn into a prince when you rescue me. A knight can become a prince? Impressive. They can. Knights and princes both have to be charming, so of course they can. Which is why it must be you, dear Smell. No one else can be my prince or my knight. While he may have appeared outwardly embarrassed as his rose-cheeked sister proclaimed prattlingly, I am certain he was smiling on the inside. After a few moments, he meekly knelt, bringing himself to eye level with Nellie and gently stroking her soft hair. All right then, you're my princess, Nellie. Not just anyone's princess, dear Smell, but yours alone. So, don't be anyone else's prince but mine, okay? Nelly, jeez, my princess is quite the fawner. Is that bad? Does that make you dislike me? Not at all. I'm proud to have you as my sister, Nelly. You mean more to me than anything in the world, my dear princess. I love you, dear Smell. You'll always be my prince, forever and ever. Her mood quite improved. Nelly began humming the melody of the song she had forgotten the lyrics to. Holding the skirt of her dress out from her body, the young girl pranced about the rose garden. Mel, his eyes on her back, gave a little shrug. Oh, Nelly, don't come crying to me if you trip crying like that. But Mel was not entirely disapproving of his sister's excitement. He carefully brushed aside the petals on his book, set it in the shade of the tree, and began chasing after Nelly. There were picturesque siblings brimming with hope, and at this time in their lives, there was nothing to jeopardize that hope. Would it not be wonderful if children could stay children forever, Master? As I see it, though, the pleasant, gentle times in our lives have value because they come to an end. Wouldn't you agree? Time continues to flow, impartial and without exception, and as such, everyone's childhood comes to an end. Be that as it may, does time also flow at the same speed for each individual? Okay, she's so suspicious. She like a, I don't know, like a god? Are we actually seeing this, by the way? Like, are we actually traveling in time, or are we just listening to her stories and imagining? I don't know. Now let us take a trip down the river of time. I would be very much delighted if we could remain at this point in time, but unfortunately, we cannot. Please do not let go of my hand, master. Now we're gonna skip in time and they're dead or something. Mm-mm. Mel, okay. It's very pretty. I'll be on my way then. Oh, you usually stay for longer. Yes, I have an errand to run today. Thank you for your time as always. Would you like the book back sometime next week? Next week or the week after? Hold on to it as long as you'd like. Surely there are others who want to use it? Not as sharp as you, Mel. Put yourself in my shoes and you'll understand. I want to give you any advantage you can get. Oh, do you not believe me? No, I believe you, Father, and I mean to do whatever I can not to disappoint you. That's the spirit. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. I'm proud to have you as my pupil. Ah, yes, Mel. Do you consider what we were talking about? Going to university? Indeed. If you do, I can introduce you to some accomplished instructors. There's very little left for me to teach you, and I believe you would make a fine priest. I. It's an honorable thing, Mel, to devote yourself to the service of our Lord. Hmm, I'll give it some thought. If you'll excuse me, then I'll see you again. Our doors are always open. Farewell. Where's our sister? Whether it's in the service of God or the service of the church, it is an honorable profession. The theology. I wouldn't mind attending university, but I'm not sure. I'd kind of like to do something different, something more befitting of the times. As for what though, I'm stumped. Actually, being a priest is pretty fitting for that era, no? Since there was so much believing God. But I need to make up my mind soon. If I drag my feet for too long, even my father is liable to grow impatient. Mercy me. Young sire, bless young sire alms for the poor. Ah, this beggar, if I'm not mistaken, has been outside the church since last week. Alms, the way he shakes his head, I can get a glimpse of his forehead under his hood. He's completely bald. What about it? Buy yourself some bread with this. Is this sick? Thank you very much. May the Lord bless your soul. Thanks, the Lord. Is doubt in the Lord. Oh no, Nellie's going to be cross if I don't hurry home. Oh, okay, so she's not dead. Good thing. Curses, and it looks like it's going to rain. Master. Master? Oh, thank goodness. You appear to have a firm grasp on your consciousness. I was afraid you had accidentally let go of my hand. Now, Master, this is a period of time I truly wish to show you. The boy reading in the rose garden was now a fine young man. Nonetheless, he still bore the same gentle eyes as before, and he would from time to time show remnants of that innocent young boy. He was, in his own mind, still making the transition into adulthood, I suspect. Mel frequently visited the church on Sundays to participate in Mass, of course, but more often to be tutored by the priest. In addition, he also attended a private school run by an eminent Marquis. It was not a school where students had desks and sat in rows. They studied at the Marquis's estate. Secondary and higher education was not the same as it is today. Mel was considering university. The priest wanted to recruit him to the church, but Mel was having difficulty deciding what he should do. That he had such a choice is envious, is it not? I guess. Good afternoon. I'm here to pick up my order. Is it ready? Hey, ready and waiting, young master Rhodes. Rhodes. Mel Rhodes. Doing our name? No, we don't know. Are these the previous masters of the house, the mansion that we're staying in? Oh, don't call me young master, please. I beg your pardon. Kenneth seemed to get me head out of the past. The order's right here, sir. Mel had stopped at a jewelry store in the center of town on his way back from church. The building was both a workshop and storefront, and the nobles of the area were deeply fond of the master's wares. He was so skilled, even the royal family had commissioned work from him. As a matter of fact, the wooden sign out front was engraved with a replica of a piece of his jewelry said to be on display in the palace. As artistry flourished in this golden age, the number of shops selling luxurious items such as jewelry rose in kind. However, the clientele of these shops comprised a very narrow range of people. May I have a look? Of course, of course. Good. It came out just as I hoped. Is it a gift for Nellie? Splendid work. Can afford to disappoint a loyal customer like yourself. An admirable work ethic. I'm sure she'll love it. Such a kind lad, young master. My boy back home could do well to learn a thing or two from you. Every man out to show woman some cordiality. Coming home to a cold fireplace is a sad thing indeed. Again, please don't call me young master. Master, my apologies. I'll take this and be on my way then. Good day. If you find yourself in need of aught, aught else, just let me know. I can make any jewelry you ask for. Come to me and your sweetheart's stay will be sure as made. I guarantee the two of you will have all sorts of fun when you give it to her. Wait, well, it's the 1600s. Maybe they can get together. Please, I don't have a sweetheart. Well, that's a surprise. I'm sure many girls are buying for your hand too, young Mr. Rhodes. Fine family, good looks, charming, and your future's all but. I'll be on my way then. I'm in a bit of a hurry. Good day. Come by again anytime. Goodness. Maybe I'll say I want to study abroad or something. Patient as my father may be, that would certainly anger him. I can hear it now. You're wasting your God given talents, boy. You could renounce my name and rank, go somewhere far away. Heh, that sounds like the kind of plan Nellie would come up with. As he drew closer to the mansion, the rich fragrance of roses grew more prominent. Over time, this distinctive scent led visitors to refer to the house as Rose Manor. The Rose Manor. It was also probably a play on the flaxen haired family's last name, Rhodes, which you heard the owner of the jewelry store say just moments earlier. The mansion looked quite different than it does now, no? No thickets of ivy covering the walls, and no rotten, broken doors to count. I wonder what the Rhodes family would think if they saw the house in its present tragic condition. The sight of their abundantly blooming roses, a veritable symbol of prosperity, long since withered and turned into soil. My apologies, I got a little sentimental there. Let us forget for a moment about our own time. I suppose I stayed out a little too long. Oh well, sun still shines high in the sky. I'm sure it's. Is there a tragedy incoming? Oh, dearest Mel, what took you so long? Wherever have you been? I'm sure nothing bad will happen to them, right? Surely. I've been waiting forever. Nelly, you're not in the house? Nope, you were taking so long I decided to wait by the gate. You didn't even notice me at all. Is that any way to treat a lady? All the studying's got your head stuck up in the clouds. No, it hasn't really. Also, you're heavy. Could you please get off my back? Heavy? I've been gradually reducing the amount of sweets I eat, and I love sweets. Maintain my figure for a new dress, and you call me heavy? I didn't catch that. Were you saying a tongue twister? You're such a dimwit, Mel. Jerk, blockhead, weakling, and obnoxious to boot. Whatever happened to the delightful little girl who was once my sister? She'd probably throw a fit if I said that out loud. Should you really be outside, Nelly? You are the star of today's event. Oh, it's her birthday? It's fine. Yeah, they can call it a birthday party, but I know it's just about fraternizing. It's obvious what father's true motives are. He'll be gathering a bunch of boys from good families to look for someone to marry me off to. Ah, I have no interest in that at all. Don't be like that, Nelly. They're all here for you. At least enjoy what you can of the party. Uh, I guess. Besides, it's not completely terrible. Look at this pure smell. What do you think? The dress? What do I think about what? About what? Mel. My new dress. It arrived. I'm wearing it. How could you not notice? I did notice it was something I hadn't seen before. You have so many dresses, Nelly. So, but this is the dress I had made just for today. Look at the colors; they're so pretty. It's the work of a renowned dyer, and this belt is just lovely. The belt. Oh, it's like a butterfly. I don't know. I don't think I dig this dress. I don't really like it. Also, what is this hair? I don't like it too much. You see how it comes together to form a butterfly? Oh, well, I'm just absolutely in love with it. I think I'll be wearing this dress for a while to come. So tell me, what do you think? Does it look good on me? Yeah, it does. It's pretty. In some ways, I guess she's still a delightful little girl. Oh, dear smell, I love you. Wow, don't jump on me like that. Oh my, you dropped something. What have we here? Wait, hold on. No, you can't have that yet. Is it a present? Give it back. I was going to give that to you later. I know it. It's for me. Just what could it be? Don't open it. What's the big deal? It's going to be mine soon anyway, isn't it? What is it? Oh, I love it. A rose necklace. Rose necklace. This design is from the jeweler the royal family uses. Can we see it? Rose necklace. No. Oh, my dear Smell. You had this made just for me. Oh, geez. It defeats the purpose if you open it for the party. Happiness is always better sooner rather than later, Mel. I agree. I think I'll put it on right away. Oh, yeah, this I like this one. Okay, there. How does it look? Looks lovely. Hmm. My prince is still the sweetest in all the land. That makes such weird noises. But why not? My prince always knows exactly what this princess wants. And this princess wanted some rose jewelry to go with her new dress. Yeah, together they go pretty nice. The belt is a butterfly and yeah, and the necklace is a rose. Understand? Yes, I sure don't have it easy playing your Prince Nelly. It might be about time you found a new one. A prince is a prince because you can't just find one standing on the street corner. If you want to retire, dear Smell, you're going to have to wait another 10 years. How old are they? She's like 16, I'd guess. And she 12 or 14. It's a long time. Or if you find yourself a new princess. I'm not so. Hmm. You're about as romantic as a rock, dear Smell. But worry not, your adorable sister will always be your princess. What more could you want? Are you really allowed to be the judge of that? I mean, more to you than any other girl in the world, do I not? Then that makes me your perfect princess. Hey, what was with that laugh? But it'll all be over soon, love. You're always telling me I mean more than anyone to you. Yes, you do. More than anyone in the world, my beloved baby sister. I'll take good care of the necklace. Thank you, my dear Smell. Well, you're happy with it, and so am I. You're very welcome. Now, back in the house with you, and have a party without the guest of honor. Do you know if anyone is here yet? No. I imagine they'll be here soon, though. Were you down at the church again today, Mel? Yeah, there was something I didn't know how to translate, so I went to look it up. Wow, so diligent. I can't say I really like the priest there personally. Actually, I kind of feel the same way. But really? Why? Well, I have my reasons. Hmm. So even you don't always like the priest, huh? Let's skip mass on Sunday then. We can go play. No skipping church. As grew the brother, so too did the sister. That day, Nelly would be turning 14. Aw. And Mel, 3 years her senior, was 17. 14 and 17. You saw it with your own eyes, so you know just how much she has changed. She was always a cute little girl, and she grew into an even more beautiful young woman. Though she was only 14, she was well on her way to becoming a fine lady. As for her character, well, this maid, why does she laugh like that? Heh heh heh. But a girl like that has her own charms, would you not say? Yeah, she's like a princess, yeah. Drifting down the river of time, the two siblings matured into healthy young adults, but the core of their relationship did not change in the slightest. Nellie was very much attached to her brother, and as much as Mel complained, he still cared deeply for his sister. Around the time the sun had begun to set, carriages started lining up outside as well dressed aristocrats made their way into the house. As Nellie had suspected, the majority of them were boys. Are you planning to sell your daughter? Yes, I understand. You don't need to say anything more. Rose Manor, right? Okay, we'll go together. Me alone? No, please don't make me. The inhabitants of Rose Manor are surely living quite contented lives, and I'm sure they don't remember a thing. What? My god, this is a fucking song. It's like for a funeral. The room with the fireplace was always kept in pristine condition so they could entertain guests at any time. Walls colorfully decorated with tapestries and stained glass windows gave testament to their great fortune. The servants' first assignment every morning was to clean this room. Pitchers, silver plates, and silverware were polished to a shine so they could be proudly put to use at a moment's notice. And for events like their daughter's birthday, the room served an even more important role. The tables' tops were removable, so they had ordered new tabletops with designs made especially for this occasion. And once the banquet had drawn to a close, tables speckled with half-empty wine glasses and leftover candied fruits were moved off to the side to make room for, of course, the festivities. Good evening, Lady Nellie. You're looking particularly lovely today. Nelly, I had these jewels cut just for you. You let me have this dance, won't you? Oh, he looks tired or annoyed. Ah, what's the matter, Nelly? You look exhausted. These are pretty good. Want one? I know you like sweets. Your apples candied in rock sugar, I think. Disappoint me, dear smell. What do you think is the matter? Just keep coming. It never ends. It's driving me up the wall. Everyone's just repeating the same lines they've been taught. They all think pretty jewels and requests to dance are enough to make a girl swoon. But I think that is true for you, Nelly. Though, why is she disappointed with me? You're offering her sweets. She's on a diet. I think I'm done with birthday parties after this year. They'll probably throw an even bigger one next year. She was 14. Well, I don't know the memorable age in this setting. Why? Well, you're about that age, Nelly. Oh yeah. So 15 is when you should get married for like noble standards. We are a reasonably distinguished family. There are a number of different houses that would like to have connections with us. So, so what you're saying is do it for the family? No, that's not. I won't date or marry anyone. I have no interest in being used as a pawn in the inter-family politics. Pawn? I wouldn't go that far. And I'm sure father wants to let you choose yourself. Sure. Someone you actually love. Love? Uh, I never thought I would hear you talking about love. Curious smell. Um, you don't even understand what makes Shakespeare's plays so beautiful. You're talking about love. I You fell asleep during Romeo and Juliet. You're talking about love? We went all the way out to the Globe Theatre too. Well, pardon me for being ignorant when it comes to romance and the arts. But you're not, Nelly. Shakespeare's make believe story made you cry like a baby. Anyone would cry at that. You'd have to be crazy to sleep through it. That's not what I'm saying. Someone as emotionally vibrant as you, Nelly, would have no problem finding love. Ah, dear smell. We should dance. Lady Nelly, could I have this? No. Let's dance, dear smell. What? Me? Is it the first dance? Wait a. Come on, I really like this song. Quit pulling on me, Nelly. What's the point of us dancing? We're siblings. Mother and father are staring daggers at us. No matter. What day is it today, dear smell? Your birthday. Exactly. So I can do what I want. Now, tend to your princess, as a proper prince should. Oh, jeez. How did I get myself into this? Nelly's skirt fluttered along with her as she stepped in time to the music. She was not only a skilled singer, but a skilled dancer as well. Mel, on the other hand, fumbled over his own feet trying to keep up. One would be hard pressed to describe his dance abilities as good, even as flattery. Though boys of his pedigree were taught to dance as part of their etiquette lessons, he found himself more being dragged around by his sister. He could hardly be said to be attending to her. But this is humiliating because his parents had been hands off in raising him, largely giving him free rein to study and learn what he pleased. Mel looked like a tangled up marionette. From throughout the hall, he could hear giggling, uncomfortable chuckling, and people coughing to disguise their laughter. Come now, dear Mel. If this is the best you can manage, what are you going to do when you find a girl that catches your eye? I won't, so it doesn't matter. Follow my lead, Mel. One, two, three, one, two, three. Nellie alone enjoyed her time dancing with her brother, and quite thoroughly at that. It did not matter to her that he moved awkwardly or that the guests were giving them cold stares. It was their parents who first cracked under the pressure. Just as their father was about to give an exaggerated cough and stop the music, a ruckus suddenly swelled up near the entrance. My god, what is going to happen? I'm really sure these two are going to die or something. More like the sister is going to die. What could that be? Who knows? Whatever's going on, I've been spared. The music came to a stop, and the party guests began bustling. The siblings' father spoke up sternly above the noise in order to quell the spreading commotion. He ordered the servants to investigate, had the music restarted, gave a short apology for the interruption, and set the party back on course. I went to go check on the entrance with the other servants, as I recall. Oh, so she is there. Like the maid is part of the story. Well, not part, she was in there. Oh my, why are you looking at me like that? These are not my memories, but those which dwell within the mansion. What? Do you think we should be following what happens next from my perspective then? That is not what confused you? Well, your questions shall be answered in time. In time. Now, let us return to our tale. Though the party had fallen still for a moment, her father's decisive actions restored the guests' festive moods in short order. So it was not by any means the commotion that caused the ball to conclude earlier than planned. Oh dear, I hear thunder. It was rather loud too. Sounds like we have quite a storm brewing. They lived in a country where the weather was nothing if not unpredictable. Rain was a frequent occurrence there. Stretches of time with clear skies grew longer as summer approached, but the weather was still somewhat unstable on the cusp of the two seasons. They had a strong wind that night as well, which turned the raindrops into little spears in the window. Were the party to continue on any longer, no one would be able to go home. Although their father was quite concerned that Nellie had not got on with any of the aristocrat boys, he decided to cut the festivities short. What was the commotion about? Thank goodness it ended early. How lucky I am. This must be a blessing for always being such a good girl. I'm not sure having your own birthday party cut short counts as lucky, but it was no fun. I can't help it if I'm not enjoying myself. And for heaven's sake, Arthur was here. Arthur. I have no interest in dancing without dance. Arthur? Who's that again? The one who was here? Unbelievable. You don't remember anything, do you, dear Smell? He came over to play a few times when we were little. He's covered in gross freckles and he's a huge jerk. He said my hair looked like the color of fallen leaves. Fallen leaves? Fallen leaves? Why would you say that? I would get it if she was, I don't know, like kind of a red hair. Just thinking about that ugly smirk has me fuming. And yet he acts like nothing happened. He even calls me Lady Nelly. For goodness sake. Are you listening, dear Smell? I'm listening. I wonder what the ruckus earlier was. You weren't listening, were you? Who cares about that? I care. Sorry, but aren't you curious? It probably wasn't another guest, at least. Maybe a cat sneaked in. Oh, how would a cat knock on the fucking doors? You think so? I do. But enough about that. Would you like to play cards in my room, dear Smell? Seriously? I'm exhausted though. It's not even that late. Fine. Something feels kind of off. A cat? I want to go check. Come on, hurry up. Hold on. You don't need to drag me, Nelly. My birthday isn't over yet, so you're not done attending to me. Oh, Nelly. What happened? Stop with this music. I feel like everyone's gonna die in this story. Where are we? The garden? The rain just won't let up. I can't sleep. I wonder what the commotion earlier was about. Oh, for goodness sake. It's all the storm's fault. That's why I can't sleep. I'm just fretting over nothing. Really? You can't sleep because of the storm? I feel like I would sleep even better. I sleep even better when it's raining. I'm sure Nelly was right. It was just a cat. Well, how would that be a cat? Maybe a dog. I can't sleep. I hardly ever have this much trouble falling asleep. And why don't we just ask our father? What could this feeling be, I wonder? It's not quite foreboding. Walking around the house at this time of night isn't going to help anything. But I'm not going to fall asleep just lying here. Okay, we were in our room. What is this mansion? It's so dark. Why? This is a noble house. Why aren't there, I don't know, candles? The only sounds that could be heard in the dark corridors were the sharp pitter patter of the rain, his footsteps, and his breathing. Though he was intimately familiar with the layout of the house, that night the hallways felt like an endless labyrinth, veiled in shadows. No moonlight shone through the windows, so he naturally found himself moving cautiously, despite being in his own residence. Keeping the palm of his hand pressed up against the chilly wall, he put one foot in front of the other. But where was he supposed to head? Mel, of course, had no way of answering that question himself. If he had anything, it was guidance from above. Oh, the path to his destination lit by flashes of lightning. Or perhaps there was something else leading him along. Though he progressed with a fair bit of hesitation in his step, Mel was slowly but surely drawing nearer to one room in particular. He made his way through the seemingly endless halls. Where are we going? Past the living room, its fireplace long since cooled, into another corridor, then stopped outside Abigail's bedchamber. The dim glow of a lamp spilled through the cracks in the door. A gust of wind is not necessary to make a flame flicker. A person's movements or vibrations in the air from someone speaking, the slightest of motions can cause the light of a fire to quiver, shifting softly as though nudged by an invisible fingertip. I can see light from inside. She's still awake. A voice. He seemed to be hesitating. It would not be difficult for him to approach the door and peer inside. Is this Nellie's room? But he had reservations about peeping in on another's chambers, even if it was his own house. Moreover, this room was assigned to a woman. There was a woman behind that door, or is it the maid? What would you do, master, in this situation? Would you succumb to your curiosity and gaze inside? Or would you respect the owner's privacy? Ahem. Well, it depends. Like, whose room is this? I shouldn't be doing this. But the boys, it feels like it's calling to me or someone else. Yes, me. It sounds someone watching me at that moment. He had succumbed to his curiosity. I would open the door. Whatever. He stood on the other side of the door from me, his flaxen eyes open wide, trying to remain as invisible as possible. Okay, so it was this maid's room. The wavering in his heart seemed to create faint ripples in the air, which I pretended not to notice. Yes, I knew he was there. I could sense his presence and his wavering emotions. However, I could not begin to speculate as to his true feelings or how great a surprise this was to him. I too am discovering new facets of this tale by viewing it through the eyes of the mansion. But it is not I who is of concern, master. It is you. You and what is going on? I know I shouldn't be doing this. I should be ashamed of myself, but I can't look away. Who is that? Who is that? Yeah. Her skin, It's so pale you can practically see through it. Is it that white because she was out in the cold rain? But isn't this our house? Or who is this? How do we not recognize her? Her hair is white as snow, and her eyes, they're like, how do I describe it? Wait, I thought this, like, the one inside the room was the maid, but the maid had, black hair, no? My vocabulary truly lacks for situations like this, and we can't even see her eyes, so how would you describe them? They look like blood? No, that's just disturbing. Then wine, perhaps. No, more translucent than that. Gemstones, then. Yes, gemstones. Her eyes are like rubies. I've never seen anyone like her before. What could they be talking about? Mel's eyes were affixed on the peculiar young woman. She had glass like skin, eyes that glimmered in the flickering candlelight, and snow white hair that flowed like luxurious silk. But her lips were bluish purple, her soft, delicate skin solid with grime. Her twinkling eyes pointed down on the floor, and her hair a disheveled mess. She was, even at a glance, clearly not a lady of means. Okay, so sorry, we were talking with our maid. I'm guessing this is us, but no, how? Well, maybe I don't know. The tips of her fingers were cracked from the cold, her nails pale from malnutrition, and her garb little more than rags. However, true beauty is always visible, no matter what it may be hidden beneath, even wrapped in a veil of insalubrity, even if she thought herself hideous. I wonder what happened to her. But wait, this is his house, so why is someone we don't know in his house? Like, I don't get it. Mel could no longer avert his gaze from the girl's visage. He had, for the time being, forgotten the shame he felt for peeping. As he strained his ears to hear the conversation taking place inside, a sickly voice arose from the white haired girl's purple lips. So feeble was the sound that a gentle breeze blowing through the room could carry it away. I apologize for the trouble. Think nothing of it. Give your apologies and thanks to the mistress. Oh, so we were the one. I mean, this girl, I'm guessing it's me, was the one that made all that noise. I'm guessing. Give your apologies and thanks to the mistress. Understood. There's something strangely comforting about this house, almost as if I've been here before. If my father were here, I'm sure he would be quite fond of it. I'm sorry about your father. Let's not. There's nothing you could have done, I imagine. When you came to our rescue, it was already rescue? Father, was that chance what the commotion was about? He stared intently, entranced by the scene unfolding beyond the door. A gaze can often signal one's presence to others more effectively than words. Thank you. The white haired girl could likely sense him there as well. She flicked her gem like eyes upward. Mm, those are her eyes. Wait. That was when the boy finally felt a pang of panic. For a split second, his flaxen eyes met her ruby eyes, causing him to recoil from the door. His heart was pounding like the rain outside. Careful not to make a sound, he took one, two steps away. Did she catch me? I'm not sure. It was only for a moment. She can't have seen me. The boy did not have the courage to peek in on the room a second time, so he cautiously returned to his bedchamber as quietly as he could manage. But even beneath these covers, he could not erase that girl's eyes from his memory. Her melancholic red irises, her voice delicate as a glass sculpture, her pale, almost lifeless skin, her pure white hair. Every singular detail kept him from banishing her image from his mind, nor could he restrain his heavily pounding heart. Who could she be? You tell me you're the master. Oh, yeah, she was the maid, but how old is she? Like 3,000 years? Is something the matter? No, I just thought I felt someone watching us. It's only your imagination, I'm sure. Not your imagination, then perhaps some unseen force was watching you. Unseen force? Are you familiar with how people refer to this mansion? The Rose Manor? Is there magic in this, like, world? Rose Manor. Yes, indeed. It is called Rose Manor because you can smell the sweet fragrance of the rose garden even at a great distance. But that is not what I meant. It is said that a witch resides within the house. Is it you? You're the witch? A witch? I have not heard any such stories. You probably wouldn't have. It was a very, very long time ago. Nothing you need to concern yourself with. You have a peculiar presence about you. Should I consider that as a compliment? It's getting late. I'm scared of this maid. You should get some rest. A room has already been set aside for you. But first, may I ask you one thing? Yes? I do not believe you have given me your name yet. My name. My name is. Of course, you got it there. Wake up. Get up, Mel. Huh? It's morning? This guy just teleported to his room. You disappoint me, your smell. It's very much long since morning. I didn't see you at breakfast, so I came to find out what was the matter. I've really been asleep that long? The father is too lenient on you, dear Smell. Oversleeping is hardly proper behavior for a firstborn son. I know, but before that, yes, dear Smell, what are you doing in here? You can't just go prancing into a boy's bedchamber. Leave that to the servants. I did send one for you. You're the one who refused to wake up. Besides, it's not like we're strangers. We used to sleep together all the time. That was long ago. Things are different now. Oh, he's a he's a big boy now. Oh, you're overthinking it, silly. Now hurry up. Out of bed, sleepyhead. Alright, I'm getting up. So you can see yourself out. Oh my, you look awful, dear Smell. For someone who overslept, you look like you didn't get a wink last night. You think so? You didn't go out of on the town last night, did you? Naughty, naughty boy. I would never. No, I didn't go out town. You know that. You squeaked. I don't think I believe you. I didn't go out last night or anything. I'm tired because you had me playing cards until late, Nelly. Hey, we weren't playing for that long. Besides, look at me. I got up just fine. Anyway, shoot. You can't get dressed with you in here. You're already dressed. I could have, I don't know, put him in some pajamas or something. Fine, I'm leaving. Phew. Oh, I almost forgot your smell. What now? Come on, no need to be mean. I'm sure you'll be quite surprised at the news. Oh, breakfast, which you missed. Father told us. Told you what? Do I really want to say? It sounds like you want me out of your room, dear Smell. Please, Nelly. We got a new maid today from a house we have ties to, supposedly. A new maid, and he's in love with her. Great. I've never seen anyone like her before. We're supposedly coming from a good family. She isn't very graceful, and I've never seen her at social gatherings. But that's not the surprising part. Is that maid is peculiar. Has a very unusual appearance, that one. Have white hair? What? How do you know that, dear Smell? Thanks, Nelly. Hey, get back here. Oh, for goodness sake. What's gotten into him? Bah. At the time, the majority of servants at the mansion were men. However, the ladies of the house all had Abigails. There were several women servants, myself included. The maids, by and large, were selected from the daughters of other esteemed families. It was, you could say, a sort of training before they entered society. The girls would serve at houses even more powerful than their own. The white haired girl Mel saw the night before was one such maid. When he heard this, Mel could not sit still any longer. Oh, I didn't really think this through, did I? I don't even know where she is. I'm guessing she's probably mother's maid. White hair. It has to be the girl from last night. But Deep down, he was having difficulty believing the young woman he had seen the previous night was truly here to be a servant. And can you blame him? When he saw her, she was an absolute mess, hardly what you would envision from a girl of class. But he did not seek her to find out whether that was true. He merely wanted to see her once more, to certain whether what he had witnessed the previous night was real or his imagination. And he wanted to have an actual conversation with her. I don't want to run into Mother, that would be awkward. He was heading toward his mother's bedchamber, but the closer he drew, the heavier each step grew. He rounded a corner, debating whether or not to head back, and stopped in his tracks. On occasion, wishes do come true. When Mel turned the corner, he saw her. Same girl, that same white hair. Ah, she appeared to be cleaning the hallway. She traced along the wooden carvings lining the walls, making certain not to miss even a speck of dust. The girl wore a pristine dress, the uniform of the mansions of Eagles. There was no longer any filth to obscure her beauty. All that had covered her pure white hair and glass-like skin was no longer. The one thing that had not changed was her listless ruby eyes. Pardon me. Oh, she's so pretty. Not pretty, I guess. She's beautiful. Though she's really pale. Hearing his footsteps, the young woman raised her head. She caught Mel's gaze and for a brief moment merely blinked at him in silence. Lord Mel, yes? Your father informed me of you. Did he? I guess I don't need to introduce myself then. I believe she made an attempt to smile, though it was difficult to tell, and she quickly dropped her gaze back to the floor. Flax and Ruby met only for the briefest moment. She seemed to be looking at both someone and no one at all. Everyone here truly has the most beautiful color of hair. Says you. You have white hair and red eyes. Like, you have the perfect combination. Did you have business with the mistress, Lord Mel? I can let her know if you would like. No, I was looking for you. For me. Mel felt as though all the blood in his body had begun to flow backwards. He could not effectively describe the sensation, but in a word, it resembled panic. On his way to find her, Mel had come up with a number of subjects he wanted to talk about, and he generally had little trouble speaking with others. He'd had less experience interacting with women, this was true, but the time he had spent around Nellie had kept him from stumbling too much. Until then. Yes, for you. It's gonna be so awkward. Why would you be looking for me, Lord Mel? I was wondering how you were doing. Pardon? I'm quite fine. Good. That's great to hear. You fool, Mel. What are you even saying? You have more important things to ask, like where she came from, or to tell her she has pretty hair and eyes. I don't want to trouble her too much. Lord Mel? Yes. Sorry. You just suddenly silent. Was I, in your way? Uh, in my way? No, not at all. What are you up to? I am cleaning. Well, yeah, I didn't even need to ask. Ah, you're cleaning. Oh my god, this guy. Leave her alone, please. Um, you can just let the other servants take care of the cleaning. You're one of the noble's daughters we took in, right? And why is mother making? No, I'm doing this because I want to. The mistress appeared to be busy, and I could not simply be idle. But I enjoy cleaning. Oh, she's smiling. Is that a smile? Well, if you say so. Say, yesterday, this mansion is truly a thing of beauty. All the many roses in the garden, even the furnishing has had a great deal of thought put into it. This family must have a wonderful sense of aesthetic. Oh, yeah, thanks. Did she just change the subject of me? I am delighted to have been given the opportunity to serve at such a magnificent house. So formal, so polite. Mother and father actually had nothing to do with that, not even the garden. It's all been around since my grandfather's time. This mansion was a complete wreck when he bought it. Oh, was it? Yeah, frankly, I'm surprised he actually paid money for it. The chandelier in the foyer was shattered and only half attached to the ceiling. Most of the decorations on the walls were broken. I can hardly imagine. This marvelous, impressive house. That sounds like how it is right now. Well, in the present. I'm sure he'd be flattered to hear it. My grandfather was a bit of an eccentric. He liked to do things people didn't expect, just to watch the looks of surprise on their faces. He was the kind of man who would buy a mansion that was beyond repair just to give it a completely new life. Everyone who had seen the property before it was renovated was astonished. They regretted not taking the opportunity themselves, seeing the transformation it underwent. Heh. Huh? I was just thinking that you're kind of like this house. What? What do you mean by that? I mean, when you first arrived. Oh, no, never mind. Forget it. She'll figure out you were peeping on her, stupid. She hasn't yet, has she? I think she knows. Yes, it's nothing. The more I think about it, you and the mansion aren't really comparable. Oh, the truth is, it being a rundown mess isn't the only reason nobody. Oh my god. The more I think about it, you and the mansion. The truth is, being a rundown mess isn't the only reason nobody wanted to buy the house. They say that all who dwell within this house shall be met with misfortune. Do you believe it? Misfortune? Yes, I do believe it. But what happened to the grandfather? I. I'm just kidding. It's not actually true. I think it's true. It's all rumors and hearsay, embellished to make the tale more exciting. The rumors only started because of how it used to look. If the mansion truly begot misfortune, then we wouldn't still be here. And it wouldn't explain how my grandfather died. Do you know how he passed away? No. How did he? Inside a lovely lady. What? What? Believe it or not, that was how he died, together with a young, beautiful woman. You could have phrased that differently. His time ran out while he was making love to her, they say. A rather crude way to go, but he was hardly misfortunate. Well, you don't know, really. What I tell you. Ah, yes. Just so you know, I promise I didn't inherit my grandfather's propensity for such base behavior. I am pure of body and spirit, dedicated wholly to my studies. So, oh, she's laughing. Hey, she laughed. My apologies. No, it's fine. Anyway, we were talking about the mansion, right? I've always thought it was kind of a strange place myself. That dress you're wearing was found here after my grandfather bought it. You don't see that kind of design around these parts. I'm guessing it was probably imported. The architecture is really old fashioned too, which must have caught grandfather's eye. Hmm. When he announced his plans to buy it, the entire family opposed his decision, but he refused to budge. Renovation upon renovation gave the mansion new life, but of all his work, he was most fond of the roses in the garden. He collected species from all across the world, and every time he got a new one, he would summon gardeners to arrange and grow them. Mmm, it took incredibly long to complete. There were even some that wouldn't grow in the climate of this land. Grandfather refused to give in. He truly loved roses. Me, I don't really get how someone could be so impassioned about them. It's just embarrassing every time someone calls his house Rose Manor. Why? That sounds impressive. Perhaps the roses were meant for someone. What? I am simply speculating. Roses make wonderful gifts, after all. Indeed, they do. If you like roses as much as Nelly, then you're welcome to go see them yourself. Pick as many as you'd like. If anyone asks, just say I gave you permission. I don't be shy. I'm sure it'll get tiring if all you do is work. Well, we are here to work, no? No, I just sensitive to sunlight. Oh, that's unusual. Are you a vampire? Perhaps that explains why you're so pale. I have no idea. That sounds rough. Your skin is so pretty too. You don't seem terribly surprised. What? Oh no, I'm very much surprised. Or would you have preferred a more dramatic response? No, I expected you to find it disturbing. I'm sensitive to sunlight and can hardly spend any time outside. That makes me sound like some kind of demonic creature. Yeah, kind of. Oh, you worry too much. There's not a monster in the world as sweet as you. Okay. Ah, yes. Are the other maids teasing you, perhaps? The black haired one, especially. She is, how should I put it, a little frightening. Almost as if she has a steel heart or something. She's impenetrable. Right. She's one of Mother's maids, too, isn't she? Now I'm even more worried. Since you refuse to follow my instructions, you are henceforth hellspawn. I can imagine her saying that. Oh, and again, I'm very sorry. No need to apologize. In fact, I wish you'd laugh more. She's actually very kind to me, and everything she does with incredible precision and efficiency. She looks so young, and yet she has such skill. How long has she been here in the mansion? Actually, she's been here for quite some time, but I don't know exactly how long. No one knows how old she is. It's kind of creepy. Okay, so hmm. So she has been the maid for generations and generations. I have never once considered her such. Sorry, you're right. It's bad manners to speak ill of others. Either way, she still scares me. It's like there's no light in her eyes, or like her smiles are all fake. Yeah, like that laugh. Well, she did mention the witch thing. Maybe she is a witch. That doesn't make her any less pretty, though. Uh, Ah, conversation died. I have to think of something else to talk about. Let me work. We need to work. We're a maid. Um. Uh. Yes, you can ask me anything. Does the master, your father, Lord Mel, often retire from the mansion? I have not seen him around. Oh yeah, father frequently returns home. This mansion is actually our secondary house. Why are we here? Why do you ask though? I was just curious, nothing more. Oh, yes, what is it? One of the maids asked to see me, so I should be on my way. If you'll excuse me. What? Alright. See you later then. Goodbye. Alright, one moment. Since you are sensitive to the sun, I can pick some roses from time to time for you. Or you could get an umbrella for you to decorate your room, Lord Mel. That's all. Sorry for holding you up. I mean, love between a maid and like the young master, it's bound to end uh, pretty bad, I think. Like the father is gonna kill someone. Why am I so bad at this? He definitely thinks that I'm obnoxious. Uh, I want to hide under a rock. I want to reverse time and try this over again. Don't say that. Don't say that. Roses are not becoming of me. I think they are. I mean, your eyes are red. He's too kind. Okay.
História continua.
Okay, I think I'll leave it here. Let me save. Okay, thank you for watching. If anyone is watching, thank you so much. And tomorrow I'll continue. Same time, I think. So yeah, thank you. Bye bye.